and whole cities are paralyzed by fear.
Johnny, here's a fundamental question for you. Are we alone in the universe? Alien life out there, Johnny? Yeah, are we alone? Well, I've thought about this for a long time, Johnny, and the older I get, the more I'm starting to believe that there's no alien life out there at all. You what? Johnny, for 40 bloody years you've been saying there were more. You've been saying there's fucking aliens out there, that there has to be and all that sort of bloody stuff. What the hell are you Yeah, none. I mean, if you're going to embrace this simulation bloody theory that we're all a simulation again, Johnny, for Christ's sake, that we're all living in a bloody simulation, Johnny, if you're going to embrace that wholly, then you have to bloody admit that most of the things that have happened in the past are all sort of pre-planned.
Have you thought about this? And
a lot.
Are we...
Oh, Elon, yeah, everyone knows whatever he says is bloody true.
Boxes. It would seem to follow that the odds that we're in base reality is 1 in billions.
So
tell me what's wrong with that argument.
Is the answer...
Yeah, right. The more we look out into bloody outer space there, Johnny, the bigger the universe appears and the more empty it bloody seems. Of course, there's that theory we've discussed here on the Ask Johnny channel. We've discussed it before, Johnny, the Fermi bloody paradox. But Johnny, the Fermi paradox suggests, Johnny, if there's so many bloody planets out there that are habitable and the universe is so bloody big, there must be thousands of alien bloody civilizations out there, but we don't bloody find them. Maybe that's because the bloody simulation isn't putting them there. Holy shit!
An imaginary world where the people inside think that they're living a normal life when actually they're asleep in some pod someplace.
Johnny, can you imagine way back when we were bloody cavemen and bloody Neanderthals? If in that period of time we were being visited constantly by friendly aliens from all over the galaxy and just checking in to see how we are and helping us along, I mean, human development wouldn't been anything like what we've got now. Right, yes. There'd be no bloody religion for a start. Wouldn't even think about that because we'd be bloody floating around with all our alien friends. So there has to be a bloody reason why we were put in this earth to believe that we're the only ones there.
So what if there is some advanced civilization that is far beyond where humans are? Then could they create a simulation that is something like what we consider reality?
I mean, this bloke David Icke, Johnny. Yes, I've heard of that fellow. I don't know much about David Icke, apart from the fact that he's a bit of a nutter, I reckon, sometimes. He reckons the royal family are lizard people and all that bloody stuff. Holy shit! Oh, there's no way Her Majesty was a bloody lizard. No way! But he's obviously done some deep thinking, Johnny, on all this bloody simulation stuff. And he's got some interesting bloody theories I happened upon the other day.
If you define yourself as soul, which is, again, still part of separation, because that's the whole point of the simulation. It's to isolate consciousness in the simulation from its spirit outside the simulation. It's isolating, separating the two. So within the simulation is all that people can perceive, and therefore they're trying to get a fix on who they are, where they are from within the simulation.
Yeah, he's saying that when the simulation has deliberately made us feel isolationists and alone and small, because that's how they wanted us to develop. Otherwise, they would have made us all bloody big and happy and aliens coming and going and all sorts of shit. But no, we're this tiny little bloody speck. We're a tiny speck just living out there in space and there's nothing else out there. We don't know of anything else.
What do you want me to do, draw you a picture?
And if it is a simulation, then there must be a reason why all that time they just left us all thinking everybody, cavemen and everybody, thinking we're the only ones here. There's nothing else.
For instance, a sense of apartness, a sense of separation, a sense of aloneness, a sense of powerlessness.
Well, yeah, when you put it like that.
Would you create a simulation where there were multiple worlds peopled by other races, other species, other forms of intelligence, where you had this interaction to learn more and expand? Would you do that if you wanted people in this sense of isolation and separation and aloneness? No. You'd say, gonna create a simulation where there seems to be no other life. So you look at the night sky and you're seeing all those lights, all those stars, all those planets, and if what they say about it is true, this is just an absolute fraction of what possibly exists, although I think there's more to know about that. You would get people in your simulated reality to think that despite all those lights, there's nothing out there. There's no other life. Because that gives you a sense of aloneness, of apartness, of separation. And the interaction, if you like, extraterrestrial.
And Johnny, scientists for years have been struggling with the idea that the speed of light is as fast as you can go. Well, that's fucking impossible, really, when you think about it. There should be no limit. But it's probably, maybe, a limit set by the bloody simulators, the simulators' programming power. Yeah, they've made the laws of physics and the speed of light and all that bloody stuff. They've made all that built into the simulation to become the laws of physics.
What if you had an alien civilization that had been working on this for millions, if not billions of years, and they build computers that encompass an entire solar system, billions of billions of billions of billions of times more powerful than anything we can possibly imagine, then the realities that could be simulated on that computer are just going to be unimaginably more real than we can possibly envisage with our current technology.
Yeah, otherwise we'd just be going wherever we wanted. Johnny, you're not just talking a whole lot of shit again, are you? It always struck me as a bit bloody strange that light is the bloody fastest thing that can happen. I mean, that's like saying there's only that numbers only go up to 10,000. There's no other numbers beyond 10,000. I mean, obviously there's numbers beyond 10,000, and if you've got a set speed of light or whatever, that seems to be just arbitrarily put there. Obviously you can go faster than the speed of light, but because we're in a simulation that has limited, mind you, big, but limited bloody computing power, they've put a brake on it and said, yeah, we'll make it the speed of light as fast as you can go. That'll keep them busy for fucking years. So getting back to your original bloody question, Johnny, no, I'm starting to believe that there are no other bloody alien species out there, aliens on other planets and all that, and that we're really alone in the universe. We're the only ones in this universe, and it was deliberately made that way. Oh, there's no way the Queen was a lizard.
What do you want? What are you doing? Let me see you as you really are.